2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mass Connection.
I'm Dubz Glass.
And this is Seriously Stoned. This week's guest is Lancelot Creations, now known as Urban Genetics. All right, so Lancelot.
It's going to be one of many.
What's up, my man? How are you?
Man? How you guys doing?
Chilling.
Pretty good. So, Lance works in the industry. He is works in a grow shop, a local grow shop around here. He grows himself personally for his own personal use and has been growing for a few years now.
It's fucking fire.
Some of the best weed around here.
You make some hash too, my man?
Oh,
You kind of dabble in it all, I'm pretty sure.
Probably nothing that we haven't done except for distillate.
Nice. That's awesome. What's your favorite thing to do?
What's up?
What's your favorite thing in the giant wheel of weed? What's your favorite part?
I like growing. It all comes back to that. No matter who you talk to, they always have an industry professional that they are giving props to. You start with, consumers. They want props given to the grower. Extract artists, props given to the grower. It's just a good place to start. It always starts with good flower.
Every time. Gold in, gold out.
Working in a grow store, obviously, people, and as a grower, people obviously must come in and ask you a shit ton of questions on a daily basis.
Yeah, 8-hour shift of it.
I mean, obviously, you don't get paid at the grow store to be a consultant. Is that something that you do on the side for people? Or?
Yeah, and the store is a great place to meet people looking to upgrade their home system.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you specialize in? Is like taking them from a tent to something a little more serious?
Yeah, even if you want to just stay in the tent, we can make everything optimal for you. Smaller growers tend to want to zero in more than a large-scale grower. Mm-hmm. Large-scale grower sees problems and it'll take care of itself. If we lose the plant, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That person at home has 4 plants and they are in their tent for 6 hours somehow. Mm-hmm. Looking at shit, you know what I mean? They'll come in with a picture of one yellow spot on a leaf and they're freaking out,
Mm-hmm. Do you ever see a lot of any nightmare stories where people come in?
There's at least one a day. Outdoor season is hilarious. All season they talk about how big their plant is until they can't see the rot anymore, and then they lose the whole thing,
Especially around here, that's a big problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Plants grow great in veg. Yeah, the store is funny.
Always the last month in outdoor.
Yep.
Show you what you made of. Funny, man. What's do you have what's your number one tip? What's the most common problem that people run into that when they come in, you're like, yeah, it's this. Have a nice day.
I mean, number one tip would be don't jump in both feet. Know how much money you can lose before you set your room up, because that'll be the make or break of most people.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it on podcast 1. I've seen people drop $5,000 and lose their asses and be out on the streets.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. The manager's his uncle's got a $20,000 room, 9 Next lights.
Oh my lord!
Cutting the tops of the bushes off because they're growing into the light, and he can't stop it. Doesn't know how to do it. Doesn't want any part of it. $20,000 just crashing and burning.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. That's insane. That's a big rub.
Yeah, that is bonkers. 8 lights, it's a nice percentage.
But top of the line everything.
Yeah, you can't beat that Rolls Royce shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then just watch it all die.
Woo. I mean, you can definitely grow 3-4 plants. You can grow 100 plants on a very basic regimen.
Totally.
Build your nutrients into your soil and just water, and make sure you pay attention to the plants, like you said. But another, I would think, is a big tip is check your pH.
Yeah, pH, humidity is something that's
humidity, especially
extremely overlooked. Yep. Yeah, because right now we're at 25. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Check your VPD charts. Learn that shit, people. Study it.
Yeah, I mean, if your temperatures are right and your lighting is correct and you're still not getting results that you want, I would look at humidity, VPD.
Now, in your store, do you deal with the store that you work at, do you deal with a lot of people that are just home growers, or do you deal with commercial growers coming in and asking?
Yeah, we pretty much have every type of grower, from literally the one plant, one light person who is 3x3 tent and that's all they want to do, up to Curaleaf is a big customer of ours. A lot of the legal dispensaries in Mass shop with us.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Hey, if you can't beat them, join them.
Those are the worst kind of customers, honestly.
Well, they know a lot.
Are they very just like price based? Is that?
Nah, they're very like I don't know. Makes them pretentious if they didn't already start that way.
Hey,
You can't help them.
Oh, okay.
They are the head
know where it
grower
is.
of
Oh,
Curaleaf.
yeah.
They grew in Colorado.
Oh, dude, everyone who gets grown in Colorado is a fucking master. It's so crazy. But yo, what was that you were passing around? That was some fire.
This is Sure Breath, grown by Yin Yang.
Nice, man.
Hell yeah. He's an
Is that a grower that you work with?
Yeah, so he's got a small room. It's very boutique. Everything gets way too much attention, and I say that in a good way.
Perfect.
He has a lot of good like grow sayings, and one of them is that your mental diseases, or imperfections come out when you grow. So that person who is lazy is you will see that in their grow. It'll be dirty. Things will be put off. The manic, up and down people, you'll see that in their grow. Whether it be shit 2 weeks of their grow, and then Knock is the one that, he's just on top of it. It will bug him to the point that he will lose sleep if something's not done. So his weed comes out phenomenal.
Yeah.
New genetics, old genetics, doesn't matter. He smashes all of it.
Attention to details, all that matters.
I've tried a couple of different of his strains, and they are always on point. Very clean smoke.
Yeah, he uses all canna newts, Buddha tree additives.
Something I can't stress enough is good growers that I think gets overlooked a lot is the drying and curing process.
Yeah, man.
People dry your weed and cure it properly.
Yeah.
You
Worst
do
2
all
weeks
that
of your
growing.
life.
Yeah, you do all that growing,
Yeah.
and then you just like open the window and throw the fucking pot out the window. It's retarded.
And I mean, there's a million ways to do it as long as it comes out good.
Do you have any suggestions as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, we do low and slow, 60 and 60 or as close to as possible for 2 weeks. Plant at most get cut into 3 sections, so we leave the base of the stalk is always staying on.
Yep.
I want that moisture to wick out, and should take about 2 weeks. But it should work out so that when we're cutting buds off the plant, they're ready to smoke. They're smooth. They taste great.
Yeah.
We leave all the trim on when we dry. The fan leaves kind of cup and protect and keep moisture from drying out too quick. Keep the nubs from drying out too quick.
Yeah.
But it seems to work out great.
Yeah, so in my garden we do it a little bit faster,
Yep.
but basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much leave everything on, chop it down in pretty decent chunks.
It also depends on the environment and
rock.
what you're using to do it in, like, get your room to 60 and 60
Yeah.
or whatever.
When you're drying and curing, if I'm asking too much, just tell me. When you're drying and curing, is it in the room that you're growing in? So does
No.
that like tie you up, or is
No.
it you have
No,
a
separate
designated room?
Yep. It's also easier to separate problems. I can clean the room while I'm drying the weed, whereas
Hey, it's easier to get it
Yeah.
ready for reset.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. But it's really nothing special. As long as it's 60 and 60 and clean, decent airflow, you can dry weed anywhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, they used to dry tobacco in those fucking
Dude.
big old barns in Connecticut.
They still do.
Yeah, it's
Still.
crazy. Yeah, you see I drive by those barns.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
Now they're hemp barns.
Yeah, now they have
Yeah.
barns. Yep. Yeah.
Eh? Shout out Lou the hemp farmer. Dude's out there got a massive farm.
In Connecticut,
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy,
Yep.
yo. I can't even believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah,
Yep.
he definitely does some cool shit too. So shout out Lou. What's up, dog? You bring any hash with you, man?
Yeah, I got a little bit.
What you got?
a
What
little
you got? I know you
some-
always got the fire.
Some platinum jelly,
Shit, that's
and some Chem cookies.
Run your pockets. Give me the
That
hash.
sounds delicious.
I got the flour version for you if you want to take a snap of
Yes,
that.
I do, sir. Chem and cookies.
Ooh.
They're childproof. Can somebody open this?
Shit. Damn, the platinum jelly punch. That smells banging, bro.
Ooh, wow.
Dude.
I honestly smoke more flower than anything.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I haven't really been dabbing much lately.
I like to just get fucking stoned.
Speaking of dabbing,
I got some diamonds here.
just reminding me real quick, if you guys are watching this and you have a chance to go and donate to our homie SF Glass real quick, throw him a donation. He's a really good dude. He's humble. Take the shirt off his back for anybody.
For sure, for sure.
He's having some medical issues. I mentioned it on last week's episode, and I'm gonna continue to.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep
He's
fucking
on,
telling
man.
people until
Yep.
you get sick of us fucking telling you because
Yep.
Steve's a good fucking dude and we
Yep.
love that motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely one of the best people I met at PBS.
Dude, I literally rolled up to the hospital like last week with a
Did you?
bag full of Burger King, and they were like, "Oh, he's not accepting. He's not accepting like visitors right now." I was like, "Nah, it's cool. Just make sure he gets the Burger
Yeah,
King."
yeah.
Like I sent him a message. I'm like, "Yo, I did it in excess, like you know I like to. So enjoy like way more Burger King than anyone should eat in one sitting." But hey, that's what the doctor said he needed, man. He needed the fucking like fatty foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
hey, ask what the
Yep.
Even
doctor
if it's
asked.
a dollar, it's a dollar. Anything helps.
Totally.
Or even
I
if
can't
it's
wait to try this.
a DM to his IG, you know, just send him a DM, says, "What up, Steve?"
Check that out.
Ooh.
I'd love to check out
Purple
your work
Chem.
when you're out the hospital.
Watch
He's a
my
great
video,
glass
Tom.
blower. All of us in the community, I feel, either collect glass or use glass in some sort
Yeah.
of way.
Yeah, he did our special 10-piece Lancelot sandblasted jammers.
I remember that.
That's
Sick. Oh, feel free to take. You want a dab?
Ooh, yeah.
We'll get you roasted out. Here's a torch.
He actually made my like hash smasher, the hot rod.
Yeah.
It's nice, dude. It's nice.
from him too, man. That's my favorite way to smoke hash.
Yep.
Yeah, spicy. Yeah. People
This is
on
beautiful.
people on YouTube are gonna be like, "Yo, why didn't you Q-tip your banger if you wanted to really try that hash?"
Just so you guys know, doing stuff on camera, it's kind of hard.
It is, yeah, for sure. It's definitely way more. I realize I stare at people a lot when they talk. I never realized I just like kind of zone off and stare.
I just found out that me and Lancelot over here have the same glasses.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
awesome.
We basically look like 3 different versions of the same person here.
Beardless.
Yeah,
bearded,
yeah.
Really
and you have the
bearded.
soft frames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Corey's another homie over here that has a pair of Air Force joints.
Yeah, I had to clean them. I'm not bringing them back out.
Yo, I literally
He has
won't
a
even
horn
take
nose.
mine out of the box. I keep
No?
looking at them. No, I keep looking
I
at
thought
them and I'm
about
like,
it.
dude, I want to wear those fucking things so bad. And then I'm like, no, but I can't.
I wear them anytime I'm going to the city. Because I took them to Seattle, and we went into a clothing store that's specifically for shoes. Soulmates, maybe, in Seattle. And right away, he was like, "Did you do those yourself?" I was like, "No, they're one of twos, you know, Matt from the East Coast." And he was like, "Dope, everything in his shop is wrapped up, saran wrap, you know, nice shoes, great store." Yeah. But I got a lot of compliments on those shoes.
Yo, so you were in Seattle recently?
Yeah, a few months ago. It was nice.
Nice.
It was good.
Tell us a little bit about your trip.
I lost my wallet day 2.
Oh, shit.
With my emergency bail money in it.
Oh, no, you got to
Yeah,
tell us about
just in
you
case,
gotta-
you know. No, literally just walking, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't have my wallet anymore."
It's probably a hipster. He probably pickpocketed.
Dude, there's so many homeless people out there. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was following us and just grabbed it.
Did
Coach
you still
wallet.
have a fun time?
Did
a
you
fun
go
time?
out
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
Did you go for business or pleasure?
Pleasure always.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always pleasure, right?
Always pleasure.
If you
yeah.
look at it the right way, it's
I love
always
what
pleasure.
I do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't know if you went out there. And,
No, I took the family out. My stepbrother, my wife's parents. It was a good time.
Nice. That's awesome. So, like a
Yeah.
family vacay?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Clark.
Yo, we went hiking. We went to the city for a few days. It was cool.
You catch a fish at Pike's Place.
No.
No?
No, we definitely watched it. Stood there for 20 minutes until they started throwing fish, though. Yeah.
Yo, I mean,
It's
if you're
great.
gonna
It's
go,
great.
you gotta
Yeah,
see
it's
them
great.
throw
Yeah.
the fish.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
what?
the gum wall.
Pike's Place Market in Seattle, they like do this whole
Oh,
like
in the
fish
market?
throwing thing where they huck the fish. Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotcha. fish throwers.
Literally, people show up there from Japan, buy 2 fish just to watch them throw it. Then they box it up in ice and then they ship it to Japan for you. So it's there when you get home. It's crazy.
It's wild.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah. International fish
Yeah,
traders.
yeah. Mr. International.
Fish life.
Wow. Imagine that. I bet that's a hustle right there.
Our guest last week, 203 Heady, he knows all about the heady fish as well. If you guys ever need a heady fish.
Oh, he's into all those exotic animals. You already seen the chem cookies. That smells banging.
Yeah, the flour is fire.
Let me know what you think of that purple chem. And
The
I'm gonna
flour
fire
is
up some
one of my favorites.
Mouly
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah,
Space
it is.
cake?
Yeah. Well, those jars aren't like super airtight, so we kind of have to jar it up at
As it
like
goes.
slightly over an eighth and just expect to lose a little bit of weight. But I smoke it so quick.
Yeah, an eighth is like a blunt.
Yeah.
2 joints.
Yeah. 2 joints or a blunt. Yeah, about that. At least for us. I bet some people listening are like, oh, those bastards.
Yeah, we do.
I get exactly 2.5 joints per jar.
Exactly. So
So two jars for 5 joints. 2 jars leave the house. Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you.
So
Do you do any type of like packaging redemption type of thing to cut back on use?
So we used to do like hiding. I'd hide the sticker underneath the cap, and if you found that it was like the old Coke, like drink a
No.
Coke.
Do you take them back like?
That's what I'm saying. We used to take back like you can if you get one of each, we'll take them all back. Honestly, with the black ones, people keep them. They like them.
Oh really?
Oh
Can I
yeah,
see 'em?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, these are nice packaging.
So do you work at the store every day or?
Nah, I'm there on Saturdays. New England Hydro, yeah. Yeah, they're on Saturdays when I fill in wherever I'm needed. I was at the Harvest Cup for them.
How was that this year?
It was good. It was cool. I mean, as long as you go in there knowing what you're going there for,
I heard this year didn't have as many equipment
No.
manufacturers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one thing that I always look forward to.
Yeah, it's all seeds this year.
Stuff. Yeah, seeds.
Yeah, or like
T-shirts.
yeah, if you're not looking for seeds and you're not like a Chad industry guy, then that
Just stay your ass home.
Yeah, I mean, or the free shit people, where they don't even want to hear what you're pitching. They just want free shit.
Yeah,
Even if
what
it's
you
just
got
like
for stickers?
literature.
What do you got for stickers?
Yeah. Oh, well, we had we were giving away Tribus and Mammoth and also like $40 samples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sick.
The booth was bumping, but it was all people that.
Free shit.
Yeah, it's free shit.
I read an article not too long ago. I don't know if you've ever read this, or tried it. That if you mix molasses, I think it's alfalfa sprouts or
Alfalfa meal.
meal.
Yep.
And mammoth pea, you can literally
Brew your own Mammoth pea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
true?
I mean, most bacteria will survive off molasses. We used to know a guy back in the day that would brew like 55-gallon drums of
pea.
pea using one sample bottle that they call.
Yeah, 'cause you can just
you
multiply.
know.
The thing is,
Oh, the
like,
cheapo's guide to the
Dude.
galaxy, man. What the
yeah,
fuck?
it adds up.
Which is very, I don't know if is that like a proprietary bacteria, like theoretically.
I mean, you're
Like-
Shout out Erica, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out Erica. Where's my bottle?
free info.
Nah,
I mean-
for real though. Shout out Mammoth P. That shit's fire
No,
as
it
fuck.
is. It's
I use the
100%.
hell out of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
There's another company in Rhode Island too. The scientists that used to be behind like OSA 28, Colony X. There's a couple other ones they did. She's got a new company, P31, and she does great work. Super local. She was at the Harvest Cup,
Oh, dope.
shaking hands and fuck.
No,
she's
local's cool. That's what we like to
she's
support
cool.
and shit.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have to try to get her on here to talk science.
Yep. She makes a silica.
Bitch.
It's cool. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, I can talk to her for you.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
What are you
sure.
smoking on over there, champ?
Animal mints.
In moments.
Yes.
Snipe?
I'm a mints fan. all that shit.
It's a
I'm
little
an
bit
equal
dry right
opportunity
now.
employer.
It's a little dry right now, but it is way good.
Yeah.
But right now in my bowl is the Kevin cookies.
Woo! Nice.
Yeah, anything gas. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got Space Cake rolled up right here, so we'll see how this goes for you. See what you think.
So we're over at the new studio. And,
Home of the Care Factory, where, shout out shameless plug, the 13th of December, 12/13/19, from 6 to 11 p.m. here at the Care Factory, 175 West Main Street, Millbury, Mass. We're throwing a benefit concert to benefit A Connected Christmas, which is the charity that me and my wife do every Christmas to help give Christmases to families in need that otherwise wouldn't have it at all. So if you're in the area, if you have time on Friday, come down. It's going to be a whole night of awesome local music. We're going to be chilling, hanging out, smoking weed, listening to some great bands, all while doing some great things for a great cause. 100% of the door and any donations raised go directly to it. It's a grassroots cause. Come on down, support it. We really appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely. Last year was awesome. You guys helped so many families out. It was a very.
That's a toot my own shit, man.
It was an awesome.
I love how everybody in the community does that every year. You know what I mean?
It's dope to see people come together.
Yeah, exactly.
You can kind of see the space a little bit right behind Colin, and that's where the event will be happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. We got a lot of awesome artists. It's a nice blend. It's not just hip hop. Got some acoustic acts. We got some not acoustic acts, more of like a chill band vibe, like just like chill stoner rock type shit. Then we got some hip hop acts, local groups, solo artists. It's just all around gonna be just like a really cool night, giving some cool people the chance to perform that are really talented that might not otherwise have the chance to perform. I mean, you remember my birthday, the V Kelly, the girl that was singing at my birthday on the patio.
Yep.
Like, she's coming out to perform. Like, dude, she's so talented. It was such a treat. We go out for my birthday, and there's literally like live music, and it's not horrible. You know when you go places and it's live music and it's just like so awkward because it's like, yo, I don't want to hear you right now. I just want to shoot the shit with my friends. No, it was like, thank you for gracing me with your presence tonight. This was dope. Like, what a nice birthday present. So yeah, she's coming out. She's gonna perform. It'll be cool, man. I'm excited. I got a homie coming all the way from New Jersey to perform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll definitely get some video footage of that and add it into the podcast the week after.
Are we gonna do like a behind the scenes like footage reel where you have to go onto YouTube to see like the footage that isn't show related, like what we do in our fun time?
That'd be pretty cool.
Working at the grow store, maintaining a grow. You're also a family man.
Yeah. Daughter's about to turn 3.
Nice, man. That's awesome, man. What do you do in your free time, fun time besides
that's why
this?
I laughed earlier, because there is no like fun time.
No fun time,
Nah,
huh?
I mean, Seattle, or something like that. That was like 3 months ago,
So
I play a little bit of video games.
I dabble.
Yeah, I dabble, but I mean, I can't really I can't go snowboarding. I can't leave for 3 days and just take off,
High maintenance life being
Yeah. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yep.
It's worth the trade-off, right?
Yep. Everybody's good at something.
I like to be good at growing weed.
Yeah. I cooked before this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was decent at that.
Okay, cool. Were you like line cook?
Yeah.
Or you did more personalized shit?
No, that would have been cool. No, it was line cook, banquet cook. We did a lot of weddings and
Nice.
old Sturbridge Village.
Did they make you dress up?
It's good. Cooking sucked.
Did you have to dress up?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I mean, anytime you cook in front of people, they always want some kind of attire, So we had the classic white chef hat. You forget your hat, and they'd make you wear the tall paper hat.
Yo, that's epic.
I did omelets every Sunday for 2 years.
Cool. That's dope.
It was horrible, honestly.
So
growing weed is so much better than cooking.
That. Oh
my god,
sure.
so much! It's so much better, dude. That's what I'm saying. I don't even care that I don't have a fun time.
Find it similar at all?
I mean, it's both super stressful.
sanitary conditions.
Yeah, that actually helped me a lot when like thinking about like how diseases and fungus and bacteria break out in a grow room.
Clean your rooms.
Yeah, clean your rooms. Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you? I mean, if you don't want to share, you don't have to. Ever run into any problems? Like, what's the?
Yeah, man, I'm a grower.
So what's the worst
I'm
problem?
a full-time grower.
I know some people are like, oh no, we don't run into any problems. I'm
not.
Cool, man.
We don't. I don't.
You don't sugarcoat shit.
We gotta.
So
You have to be translucent with your patients or any your
110%,
friends, dude. You don't want to find out that your friends had problems this whole time and never told you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right?
Or like,
what a scumbag.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. Problems happen. If the worst thing you can do is tell me that you've grown for X amount of years and you've never had a problem, or you don't. Yeah, you're a liar, dude. You don't even know what you're looking for then.
So what's the worst problem you run into?
The worst problem is PM. By far.
And you just trash it all, wash it all.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Replace it all.
Yeah,
do it again.
or it's just going to keep coming back.
I feel like that's one of the most common issues around in the Northeast.
It is, especially with outdoor growers
You posted
being
a pretty
legal
funky
now.
bug.
Huh?
Was that yesterday that you posted that funky ass bug? Was that in your grow?
I don't think that was me.
No.
Funny ass bud.
Bug.
Oh, bug. No, that was at the crow store.
Oh.
That's a house centipede. They're not. That's
Bro,
not like.
when you posted that, I was like, what the fuck is that?
No, those are fine. No, they're just weird looking.
Yo,
right? Yeah.
When you posted, I was like, I don't even know what this is.
No,
man.
I mean, so the last room we just took down, thrips is something that popped up when we were doing organics. You know, organic gardening is extremely hard when you have a problem breaking out and you can't like take care of it using like an essential oil. Once your plant is done growing, you should not be spraying essential oils on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's either
I don't spray anything.
Yeah, predators would be where we should have went with this, but thrips pop up in the undercurrent room for some reason. It's the cleanest room we have, and didn't want to. They're just annoying. They don't really hurt the plant. I guess our yield got kind of hurt, but it is what it is. Problems come up.
You deal with it.
Yeah, you deal with it. Yeah.
I've heard somewhere, and this might be the craziest thing ever, but like a slight thrip problem will cause like a higher THC.
Oh, word, dude. So check out my next harvest then.
Or it was
the unders got hit like a motherfucker.
It was literally something crazy like
Wouldn't that be cool, right?
No, it was like, it stresses them out just enough where like they frost out a little more or something.
That's lovely, by the way.
I guess if you have perfect everything else.
The room was crazy frosty. I mean, but it's.
I mean, I don't know if that was like I don't know if that was bullshit. I don't know what that. I don't know if you ever heard that.
Stress in general will make the plant kind of frost out a little bit.
Yeah,
it definitely boosts.
So you,
I did not do this on purpose though.
So you extract hash as well, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You've mentioned that, and so do I.
Yep.
And
hey, me too, motherfucker.
One thing that I've noticed is there's a lot of hash makers out here that have a shit ton of 90U and 120U. Where are these magic 120U?
Oh, I don't know.
90U
Everything we do is full spectrum. Yeah.
Full spectrum.
No, we press everything full spectrum except for the 160 unless it's nice.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's not.
100%.
So yeah.
You
Yeah. Now you're getting all of it, motherfucker. I'm not taking no hits on the shit bags, leaving it in my freezer. Now we make rosin pens out of the 25 sometimes if it's really not looking good, but honestly it has more flavor. Those shit bags, they taste better. Almost, it's weird.
I like, the stuff that nobody else wants.
Yeah, the darker
Catch
stuff.
Dubz
That
out here
P-Chem is
dabbing.
not definitely not the brightest, but it is fucking tasty. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Green oil money's garden.
Yep.
Smacking. I love this shit.
So you got any questions for us?
Yeah, man. How's the hash life? How's the grow life? You're putting up a new room, right?
Yo,
The new room's looking good. I can already see the stress.
I'm so stressed about it, but it's looking really good, man. My partner is the fucking man. When I'm like,
Cool.
yo, this needs to get done, he's like, I'm there, I'm on it, don't worry about it. And I get there and it's done. I don't have to worry about it. That's
Nice.
sick. I forgot how much time it takes to literally just set everything up.
Yeah.
And then I had the snowstorm coming in, so I'm like, oh, I want to get out of here before the snow starts coming.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just like fucking stressing out about that. And then I'm looking and I'm like, maybe we have like one or too many lights in here, but we're gonna run it anyway. We're gonna see how it goes because the ballasts are dimmable. So worst case scenario, we just turn them suckers down. You know, it is what it is.
I've been building my remote as well. I've just been slacking.
You have been slacking on that, but yeah. So mid builds, it's almost effing done. The veg room's ready for the strains to come from the old location to the new one.
Yep.
So that room's ready to rock. We're kicking in there. Lights are on, looking beautiful, nice and clean, ready to go. It's just the flower room that we got to finish, but we ain't even gonna be in there for another month and a half anyway. So it's cool.
Yep. Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Cool.
Hash. Love making hash. It's very peaceful.
It's a lot better than BHO, where everybody's on edge.
You know, and speaking of that, I was actually talking to someone today that has PTSD and was saying that they preferred hash, and that they found that like with their PTSD, the BHO like wasn't as nice or it wasn't as effective for them or something like that. I was like, dope. I was like, that's cool. I was like, I'm definitely seeing more of a demand for hash anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like people are definitely like way more. I mean, shit, dude. Who knows? In 10 years, we could all grow like a fucking third arm or something like that because we all dabbed so much BHO. You know, who knows?
I think there's nothing wrong with BHO. It's just a different process, but I definitely think hash raw is a little bit cleaner and
For sure.
Better for you.
It's also
in the long run.
Not as easily like it's not as cost effective for the consumer. Like for someone on a budget, hash rosin is very, very, very expensive.
Yeah,
so I
totally.
can definitely take that into consideration. And
Yep.
I tell people it's more of a treat than anything. But if you have the ability to just dab solventless, I mean, shit, I think that'd be the way to go.
So I used to run BHO with Remy when it was legal to do so under.
Shout out Remy.
Yeah, Remy's been a pioneer
Real
doing
talk.
BHO for, before kids even knew what a dab was, Man, hash is a lot less stressful now, but
It's a lot
Yeah.
less stressful now.
with the hash though, I mean, you have no way of de-waxing. So if you have like, it's gonna be person to person. Some people are sensitive to lipids and waxes and fats being vaporized at that high of a temperature. There's something for everybody though,
Yeah, dabbing can definitely be dangerous if done incorrectly.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's at least what it's showing.
Too much
nowadays.
of anything is bad.
For sure. Too much
Yeah.
of anything in excess is bad. That's why I need to stop.
But I say
eating
hash
so
more
much.
like a connoisseur type flavor and process, old world process, kind of updated and
Yeah, it's cool because I remember like washing hash in my parents' garage with my buddy, like
Yeah.
very like stoically, and now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, like we got this dope freeze dryer, we
flip
got
the
this
switch,
sweet
yeah,
machine,
yeah.
and we just load up the bag and fill it with the
Yep.
ice and hit the fucking spin button.
yeah, it was a nightmare back in the day compared to how it is now.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy! But it's cool to see the tech like refined and being just cool. And
Yeah, I mean, Harvest Right did that.
Yo,
As soon as they made a
for
home
real.
freeze dryer that wasn't crazy expensive, it
Dude,
completely
game
changed the
changer.
game. Yeah, yep.
You were one of the first people I knew that had it.
I would say shout out Harvest Right, but they took 9 weeks to get me a
Yeah,
part.
no, their customer service.
Yo,
Horrible.
shout out!
Don't
Harvest
ever
Right.
tell them
If
that you were
hear
making hash
this-
with their systems.
Upgrade.
They will never call you again. You will be on like this blacklist somewhere. For some reason, it's 98% of their sales are us.
Like, okay, you guys send out a machine, check it.
Yo, what's up, Harvest
Just
Right?
check it.
I'm fucking freeze drying banana slices and strawberries. I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
a new screen for my unit.
Nah, I just
But I need it on rush because these are very expensive strawberries.
yeah. Well, I
They
mean,
sent me a relay board when I needed a computer board. So I called them up. They sent me another relay board. And then I called them up. And then they sent me a computer board for a completely different system. It doesn't do what it used to do.
so maybe not shout out Harvest Right.
No, maybe more or less like it's cool,
I heard there's a new.
but
I heard there's going to be a new freeze dryer company coming out at MJ BizCon this year, which is I'm excited for. I want to.
There's a new washer coming out too.
Washer? I
do we
mean,
know what the name of the freeze dryer company is?
I don't. Our guest on the first episode, Sailor, our keeper of fire,
He was recommending
He
it.
was the one that was telling me.
No shit. Well, maybe they'll see this podcast and share.
3 free freeze dryers to test out.
Yo, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, we only need 2, honestly. Me and Dom work
I'm
together.
definitely down to try new products. Like I'll put my.
It's gonna be called Harvest Left.
Sometimes I put my money up. You know, they've got these new squish bags from Rosin Inc.
They're awesome.
If you have a chance to check them out,
What bags do you use?
Rosin Inc.
Is that the press bags you use?
Yeah.
What bubble bags do you use?
Micron extract.
Okay. You like them?
Both great companies.
Yep.
They both show tons
Full
of love.
mesh.
They're always on people's pages, like
Yep.
showing love to their customers,
Yep.
appreciating the support of their people and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. They always repost our stuff on.
Word.
So the Rosin Ink bags, they use this proprietary, I believe, stitching in their bags, in their squish bags. So like, if you look at them, they make a Z and then they go back over it with a different pattern
Yep.
Z. So like, I haven't had any blowouts in them.
You use just one bag, or
One bag.
you do a bag? Really?
One bag.
All right.
Yo, and literally the one time we had a problem with the stitching on them, they're like, "Oh, don't even worry about it. Like, we'll take total care of you."
It wasn't even that I had a blowout. It was just it pushed some particle through the bag. Like it was a
Yeah.
flat stick.
Yep. Totally.
Just like 1 or 2 specks. It wasn't a huge.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like literally the freaking best.
Sucks
They're
having to
great.
repack a bag.
They're veterans.
Yeah.
They're really good dudes.
So shout out Resonant and shout out Micron Extracts.
And of course, our low temp plates press.
Yeah, low temp.
I'm pretty sure you use the same one.
Yeah, I love my low temp.
Are you double heated or single?
double? Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way to go.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna spend the
it's
money.
not a big press. You don't need much.
Nope.
You know,
You really don't.
huge companies run off of a
Small.
3x5.
plate. Yeah, small plate. Yeah, 3x5. Yeah.
People are at home are like,
Sometimes
which
it's
one
not
do
the
I order?
size.
Dude.
Which one do I order?
It's not always about the size, guys.
People at the grocery store flexing T-shirt presses to me, like manual T-shirt presses. Like, yeah, I can press 11 by 11. It's like, what for? What though?
Listen,
What do you?
You can't afford.
Who
to,
is-
That
Who wants
plate, Is
that?
that plate consistent? Do you even think that plate's consistently
No.
heated across 1111? No, you got hot spots.
It's
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
But if you don't have a big enough harvest, or you think it's worth it to have somebody wash your stuff and press it, and you don't have enough money to go out and buy a low
Yeah.
template press them, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do it yourself.
Yeah.
With what you got, hair straightener. We were all there one time.
Yo, I mean, that's a great place to start and learn, especially when you're a hobby grower. You maybe got a couple grams of dry sift in the bottom of your trim bin.
Yeah, dry
Hair straighten
sift.
that
Trim bin
shit.
sift is great too.
Yo, honestly,
that
if
shit's
it's nice
bomb.
enough and if it's clean enough,
Yeah.
you can just freaking
Yep.
warm your fingers
Yep.
up. That's some ASMR
But I mean-
for you guys.
I don't want to smoke your flower rosin. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, if it's and I know there's no such thing as quality flower rosin. I've maybe once or twice had not a bad batch of it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
think- I'm pretty sure you won a trophy, didn't you? With-
Oof. Yeah,
with
I
flower
did.
With flower
But I didn't
rosin?
smoke it. I didn't even try it before I
you
entered
won
it.
with flower
Yeah, I
rosin.
mean, yeah,
So
fire
how
in,
can
fire
you
out,
say-
bro.
yeah,
you
so
know,
you
I
can't even
knew.
say it's bad.
Nah, I just don't want to smoke it.
Oh,
Just don't,
right.
you know. I just don't. I didn't even dab that entry.
You did.
No,
it's
not at
that,
all.
It's not that it's horrible. It's just that
Nope.
that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. If you can't afford to go and get the right equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you run the risk of washing hash old school way without using a freeze dryer,
sorry.
you
No,
know,
you're good.
you run the risk of mold, mildew, stuff like that growing on your actual hash.
Yeah, and I don't want to try your old school hash either. The bacteria, there's no way to keep it clean. I saw a video, Frenchie Cannoli, one of his fancy balls in a black jar, $60 gram of hash, just molded out, completely molded out.
I believe it.
Posting videos of people beating hash screens in the desert somewhere in the Middle East.
Is that sand or hash?
It's all of the above, bro. It's everything.
It's full mouth sand hash.
What was it, Spanibus a couple years ago or last year? Most of their entries failed for fecal matter because it's the only way you can get it into the country. You know, I don't want to smoke you. I don't want to smoke this old world hash.
I don't want to smoke your butthole
Nah,
hash.
if it didn't, I like the freeze dryer.
If it wasn't in a pretty girl's
Yeah.
butthole,
Guess what?
I
They
don't want to
also
smoke
didn't have
it.
cell phones back then, and we've just advanced and get with the time.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Rosin that's done from a nice melty bag done old world style is ugly, and nobody will pay money for it. You know, I don't want to smoke it. It doesn't look appealing.
To me, it's the same as just shaking your weed over a screen while you're trimming.
Yeah, totally.
So we were doing, we did a run for my outdoor that I did with my
Outdoors.
mother-in-law, and there was some that was still like wet and like wasn't ready to press. So I was like, oh, don't even worry about it. Just like chopped it up, like let it dry out. I was like, oh, this is cool. I fucking putting it in the SF glass hash pipe, smoking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Throwing it on the coals at the Friendsgiving that we did. You know, man, just like wasting the shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
I usually always have. I'll do like a temple ball, you know, consistency, but it was done in a freeze dryer, you know.
Ooh, you fancy motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what we do as well. Sometimes I make blocks, balls,
yeah,
Whatever we
flags.
ropes.
can. Jump rope that shit. Nah, I'm just kidding.
We like to have fun with our house.
You run a hash shop, you ain't got no whistling ropes. You ain't got no
Whisker
who daddies.
Hughes, Whisker Nose.
Yeah. Temple balls, temple squares.
Oh, that's
Talking
funny.
to my microphone. Here's my backup mic.
While you're here, is there anything you want to plug, my man? Is there anything like projects you got going on? Things
You know,
you
spend
got
time
going?
with your family. So that's my plug. It's the season.
Yo,
you know.
That's the realest
It's the
fucking shit,
season,
man.
You know. Donate to Mass Connections holiday.
Yeah, let's help some families.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I
Absolutely,
appreciate that. Yo,
For sure.
just to touch on that a little bit.
You want to do an auction? I got a couple of those SF glass rigs.
Yo, so I got
We do a
so
raffle here for the night of.
so that what I was so I've had a couple people reach out with like someone has two pairs of Celtics tickets.
I thought you were gonna say two pieces of flour.
No, someone
Like, that's
has,
like
someone has
donations.
two pieces of or two
Nosebleed?
tickets to the Celtics.
They good tickets?
I think they're good tickets. Yeah, I mean, shout out my man.
Do an
Colin.
online
He's
auction
always
for 'em.
got-
You
So we got
think or
that.
You know, because I could bring a pair of sneakers that are painted for someone.
I have to find out. So I mean,
You got to think our friends have the most disposable income
Yeah,
for
well, that-
people that
well-
aren't doing something federally like
Okay.
very, very wrong.
okay, so
You
I mean,
know.
like, what? That's kind of where this all sprouted from. So like, me and my just so for people that don't know, me and my wife. I'll keep this short. Me and my wife, we had already finished our Christmas shopping. We were like, hey, we got this extra dough. You know, there are families that aren't even having Christmas.
Yeah.
I said, all right. I hopped on Instagram. I said, I got $500. Who's gonna match me? I was looking for like one person to throw down 500 with me, and we were gonna go maybe take 4 families Christmas shopping at $250 a kid. You know what I mean? And we ended up raising $10,620 plus a
Great.
whole bunch of extras for the families, like for Christmas dinner gift card and the
Yeah.
tree and the ornaments, and we just
whole
literally
whole
we
shebang.
gave them the whole fucking package.
All the
so
way down to the cookies and milk.
it was just not that though, but like it was just literally the most crazy thing because I didn't think it was gonna end up being anything like that, and it literally spiraled out of control. To be able to give that to families when I've always had a dope Christmas was just so like heartwarming. It was literally the dopest thing ever. Christmas is now my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do. I'm busy as hell. It makes me even busier, but literally I wouldn't have it any other way. So shout out to anyone that wants to donate. Connected Christmas on Venmo. We're on PayPal. Check me out on the Connection Selection on Instagram, and we can direct you to donate if that's what you're interested in doing. Every $500 we add a new family, and it literally goes directly
Nice.
to every dollar donated goes directly to it. If something costs money, we
Yep.
find a sponsor for it. We
Yep.
say, yo, does someone want to sponsor the trees? Does someone want to sponsor making the ornaments? Does someone want to sponsor the eights for the family? We literally have someone step up for everything. So your dollars are literally not going to some corporation that gets shits out a couple nickels of it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we're literally grassroots
That's
as
cool.
fuck. So if you got the dollars, you know, kick them our way. We'd really appreciate it. And so
Literally
would the kids.
$1. That's all it takes to help out some of these. You
Yeah, for sure.
We'll put the link in the YouTube.
know, it feels real good. I promise.
That sounds sketchy. Nah, man, this is fun though, man. I'm glad you were able to come out.
Yeah.
So we talked about your hash. We talked about your flour.
Yeah.
We talked about the grow store. I mean, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty simple guy.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
What's your favorite strain then? Like, what's the your favorite thing you've ever smoked?
My favorite thing I've ever smoked. That's a tall order.
I mean, do you want to tell us like your favorite strain for flower and hash?
Mine from him so far.
I mean, I'm a gas guy, you know.
The one that he's done so far, I don't know if it was him or Yin Yang. It was Pie Ho.
Hoe cake.
Hoe cake.
Hoe
yes.
cake.
Hoe
Yeah.
cake.
Yep. Yeah, the hoe cake is good. It yields like shit when we run hash though, so we got rid of it. And then we ran it outside, and we could see that it was having problems trying to keep up with like.
If you're talking hash, my favorite was the golden lemons.
Yeah, the golden lemon is great. Yeah,
Delicious.
and that yields like a motherfucker too.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, no. That and the GMO, almost the same thing.
Do you have a percentage record, like a personal best?
So we got a pretty big team. I like to connect with other small growers. You know, 9 lights in a room is pretty much the biggest room that we'll have.
Nice.
You know, but Boro Junkie grew an amazing batch of GMO, and even pulled at like 11 weeks or so. You know, we ran.
Does this have concentrates in it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. There we go.
Yeah, always.
Stone.
Yeah, that's how I smoke my hash.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So that ran at almost 5%, coming back fresh frozen, which is, I've had the hoe cake ran at like, it would have run like 5% if it was dry. Like we ran like a whole run and got like 6 grams of hash off the hoe cake. It was almost embarrassing, and we beat the shit out of it. It's just how it goes, you know. But the GMO, I don't know if it's a beautiful strain. It's a lovely strain.
Must be something about GMO. I hear a lot of people have good success washing shit like that.
Yeah, it's just one of those good hash strains. Yeah.
We watched a GMO
but
at
Chem Sour and like OG is like the way to get me to buy some good weed, you know.
Chem.
I don't want berries.
OG.
You know, we kept Yin Yang kept 2 phenos of the Sure Breath. One tastes like berries and it's absolutely gorgeous, and the other one's kind of ugly, but it tastes like rotting meat. That's why we, you know, that's
He's
what
like,
I want.
give me the one that's rotting
that
meat.
Rotting meat. Yeah.
Give me the
It's kind of ugly
flesh.
though. You know.
Awesome. Well, it was awesome chilling with you this week.
Yeah, man.
And,
Yeah, man, it's good to see you guys.
Anytime you want to come back on, you're more than welcome to. And
Thanks
for coming
to kick with us.
Any projects you got working on and you want to talk
Cool.
about?
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, the projects coming up will be. We got a legal something coming up, but
Nice. Props,
I know
yo.
you're always
everybody's waiting on that. So
Everyone's trying to
it
make
is what
something
it
happen,
is.
you know? If
They-
you're not, you're fucking sitting
Yeah.
on the pot and you need to shit or get
Nah,
out.
when the people tell you 2 weeks, just imagine it's gonna be way longer than what you're thinking. So
Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Way
and,
longer. Thanks,
thank you guys
homie.
for tuning in. And
Make sure you
It was a
subscribe.
blast.
Make sure you like this. Make sure you tag your friends. Make sure you share it. Make sure you send it to your mama. Make sure you fucking like us on Instagram. We're going to be on IGTV. Don't forget we're on iTunes now. It's actually really easy to find us on the iTunes podcast. You can just listen to our sexy ass voices.
That's impressive.
Literally go on iTunes podcast app. Seriously Stoned. Literally, that's it. And if you're on Instagram, seriously.stoned. Check us out. Hit us up. Give us any comments you got. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 3. We appreciate you guys. Have a good night.